Hey guys, I'm back. I just got home from the shop, as you can see. I've been working today. Something interesting waiting for me when I got home. It's by Stat Gear. This was requested, initially this was requested a while ago, and I meant to do this review, and I kind of forgot, and it got brought up again recently, and I was looking at the design of this knife, and I said, hey, we've got a family camp trip coming up. Maybe something I want to take with me, so let's get to doing this and figure it out. Now, the first question that some people have is, how do you pronounce this name? I looked it up. I took Latin in high school many moons ago. If I'm not mistaken, this is pronounced Ausus, and they give you a little definition there on the box. This is a nice package, by the way. Check that out. Thank you, Stat Gear, for saving me a lot of work in text inserting. Pretty cool. Okay. Now, before you even ask, I was looking around at Stat Gear's website, and they, had a lot of stuff that I swear I've seen with other brand names on it before, but this looked different. It looked different than other things I've seen. So this was requested by viewers. It's something that I was kind of interested in too, just to see what it was all about. So let's get into the Stat Gear Ausus and see what we've got. So right off the bat, nice micarta. I like the look of it. Very simple design, nothing fancy going on here. Deep carry clip that is reversible, as you can see. Tip up only. You get, ooh, not centered at all. So like I was saying, you get no choice, left or right, cool, but tip up only. So if you're a tip down fan, what do we say now? My favorite new phrase, no soup for you. That's about it. The micarta feels really nice though. It's really well done. It's got a grippiness to it, but it's smooth at the same time, and I know that is a contradiction in terms, but it's one of those things that you just have to feel. Very nicely finished. It's a relatively thin knife, so if this is in your pocket, it's not going to take up too much space. Clip doesn't seem like it would be impossible to get in and out, but it feels like it would hold on pretty well. Yeah, I just did a quick in and out pocket test myself here. I'm not sure I'd want to run around a whole lot and do a bunch of jumping and stuff with this in my pocket, but I feel like for general EDC or just hiking through the woods purposes, it would hold pretty well. You've got pretty good fit and finish. At first I was looking at this, then I realized neither of these scales match up, so I guess this is intentionally just a little bit smaller. But your lanyard hole, nothing else, out there. Like I said, no frills, nothing fancy, simple construction. That centering is killing me though. Look at that. Like that's way off, but okay. Let's see what we've got when we open it up. It's smooth, I will give it that. That's got to be on bearings. Yeah. It's a bearing knife. Ooh, nice. Decent lockup. There you go. D2 steel. I guess, you know what? I was kind of all prepared to talk about how D2 is flooding the market these days, but made in China. It's, China is in love with D2 lately. Chinese companies love D2 steel, and I don't know why it's such a popular choice. I don't know if it's come down in price a lot lately, excuse me, or what it is, but D2, which is great for edge retention. Oh, it feels wicked sharp there too. We all know the dangers and the problems with high carbon steel, especially D2, but Comfort is pretty good. I mean, it's a very simple shape, but fairly comfortable. I mean, I've had worse, I've had better. Doesn't really feel like there's any blade play. I would love to mess with the pivot a little bit and see if we could fix that centering issue, though. Well, that's in there pretty well. I don't know if that's Loctited or what, but you're not going to move that pivot without heating it up a little bit. So, yeah, there's nothing we can do about that centering right off the bat. It's just thin enough to get a piece of paper in there. But, I mean, I don't hear any grinding or scraping when I close it. It is really smooth. Great action. And lockup's pretty solid. Weight and balance is pretty good too. Simple, little bit of jimping, but well placed. You know, for my hands anyway, it is just the right size to get some real fine control of the tip if you need to do anything with it. Let's, you know, while we're at it, let's go ahead and start our standard, you know, out-of-the-box test. Well, very nicely finished edge. I mean, you know, with 2 fingers, not even putting weight on it, just letting it drop. That's really, really nice. Get a nice close-up of that. Yeah. I like the knife overall. I just cannot get past that centering issue. I'm going to have to put this in the oven, heat it up, loosen that pivot, mess with it a little bit, see what I can do. Yeah, when you actually make contact with the cord, it cuts a lot better than when you miss. It just, like, you don't even have to pull through, just push, and it cuts. I mean, the blade is really well made, really well finished, great shape. Whether you want to EDC this thing or you want to take it out in the woods for a little bit of good times. And you can do a little fine work too. Making some little curly cues, starting to fire. Nice. You know, again, you've got weight. The action on it's really great. That bearing, whatever they're using in there, it's just right. I mean, it's tuned just right. Huh, close. There we go. Yeah, I mean, that. Doot. So this is something I can get behind. Price-wise, you know, kind of, sort of what I would expect for these kind of materials. That just won't stop bugging me. Is it getting worse? Or am I just imagining it? It has a solid feel. I like the fact that the clip is not only deep carry, but it's a big clip. So it's going to ride in your pocket. You're going to know it's there. You're not worried about one of these little clips that, you know, not going to hold, give you trap. I mean, it's going to stay there. Take it for a hike, take it camping, even hang it, you know, clip it on a belt, clip it on a pack or something. I like the fact that the clip is robust and large and not one of those small little wienerish clips where you feel like you might lose it on something or whatever. And, you know, even though it's the last consideration we think about, it looks like a knife that you want to take out into the woods with you. It does. There's something about micarta that's really not flashy in a good way, you know? So I'm going to hope that this centering issue is just a one-off with the one that I got. You know, I ordered, and luck of the draw, I got this one. So what do you guys think? You like it? You don't like it? Who's got experience with it for real, you know, out in the world somewhere? We're taking a family camping trip in about a week to Virginia, so this is something that can come with us for some real actual field experience. But until then, your thoughts? Cool. and into the stump it goes. Yeah. Clearly, I need to go wash some of this film and paint off my hands. If you guys are so inclined, check out some of the links in the video description. Check out my Patreon page. Think about joining up with that team. You can see what that's all about. See what's going on there, and see videos before the rest of the general public gets to, and some other cool stuff that goes along with that. You can find a link to my Facebook page, which has some other cool info, has some updates now and then. Also, great way to get in touch with me if you want to do that for any reason. There's also a couple of email addresses there. QuestionsForDocP@gmail.com if you have a question that you'd like me to answer for our next Q&A video. There's also my general email address, which, you know, it's hit or miss, guys. It's like a giant swimming black hole of emails. But glad I can knock out another viewer request. I love doing the viewer requests, guys. So if there's something particular you'd like to see, some kind of product or something you're wondering about, you'd like to see, you know, just looked at on the channel. Again, that email address, docp96@gmail.com, or hit me up on the Facebook page, and I'll do my best. So you guys are all absolutely awesome. I appreciate every single one of you, and I'll be back again real soon.